Welcome back to the HHW Show podcast. I'm your host, Obi-Wan. We're Heck the V. Matty Ice is in the background, and most definitely you're tuned in to the one and only. Ooh, kind of lost myself there. Here we go. Here we go. To the only one, the realtalkplaybook.com. Tune into the website, therealtalkplaybook.com, and search for the HHW Show podcast. You can tune into our YouTube channel, Facebook, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast platform. It is the Road to the King and Queen tournament to see who will actually be the king and queen for the Night of Champions. Plus, we're talking about apologies. Yes, we're talking about apologies. And an apology that's worth forgiving. And also, family. Is it real? Would you defend the honor of your family if somebody's talking smack about your family? or are we confused? That's all. That's what we're taking on right here on the HHW Show podcast. How you doing?
Ooh, I'm doing good. I'm doing fabulous.
That's what's up.
And it's all for other reasons besides our show. we know.
Yeah, of course. I know we were talking about hockey and other sports and stuff like that. But Matty Ice, welcome aboard. Frank C is also joining in to the HHW Show podcast. Oh, yeah. We talk about basketball, and we got to talk about your boy, Matty Ice. You wearing his shirt. Man, he took away the curse of the Knicks, and look, they're one game away from becoming the NBA champions.
That's wild. That's a wild thing to happen. One game.
I think it's good for New York, to be honest with you.
29-point comeback. Biggest in NBA Finals.
Yeah, history. But do you see how they're acting afterwards, though?
That's simple.
But I mean,
they acting like New Yorkers. What?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, they are.
But remember what LL Cool J said. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years.
Yeah, you've been here for many years and not do anything until now.
Well, I don't think y'all come back 3-1, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you only scored 30 points in the second half.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, like I said, in our introduction, we're talking about the apologies. We're also talking about family. And, of course, we'll end the segment with the King and Queen tournament predictions. But let's start off real quick right now with the one and only, the WWE Night of Champions 2026 will happen on June 27th. That's going to be in Riyadh, and that's going to be an early broadcast for us to watch, which is awesome when they have it overseas, because we still have our weekend and not stayed late at night just to be able to watch who's going to win, right? Yes, but also we got Saturday night's main event before SummerSlam. So remind you that the winner of the King and Queen tournament will go against the champions at SummerSlam. So very interesting indeed. But before we get to all that, I'd like to talk about Chad Gable, because, man, listen, for months, Chad Gable had done everything possible to disrespect the Lucha Libre traditions. He's mocked the mask. You remember that time when he lost to Penta, that he decided to go all the way to Mexico just to find a box. And we always trying to figure out what's in this box. And then he comes out with this mask, and he called himself the Gran Americano. Fast forward all the way to the main event of AAA. And, man, that was an epic match that gave a lot of props, a lot of respect to the non-Hispanics. Okay? Non-Hispanics. We're talking about Chad Gable, the American. We're talking about a European wrestler who is now the new El Gran Americano, right? To have that type of match and get that respect, that is strictly and most prestigious honor for him. I'm loving it.
It is awesome. He might have went about it the wrong way in the beginning, but he took it to a whole level where it brought audience to their feet when he came to the ring wearing that mask, So I was like, wow.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, I can tip my hat off to him, It's not how you start, it's how you finish, and he finished strong. Right. That was a great match, like you said. from
So
2-9.
listen, I just started, right? He was disrespecting the culture and everything else, and then all of a sudden there's a change. Well, I think we all could relate to something like that, right?
Mm.
Mm.
If you say no, then you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, how many times? How have you ever been in a situation where you thought your belief is one way, and then you realize, wow, okay, I get it, and you know what? I apologize for thinking that way.
That
Yeah,
happens
you
a
have
lot.
to.
Well, give me an example. Go ahead.
It could be
Share
any-
with us. Okay, Frank, it can't be just anything. Just narrow down one thing that you could remember that you end up apologizing. Oh boy, you got
WWE wise, or are you talking in life?
no, in general.
Oh yeah,
Well-
like when I was bashing on somebody for getting promoted before I did, and I
Mhm.
was giving them all kind of shit, and then I realized through time that he actually knew how he was doing his job, and you fast forward 6 to 8 months
Sure.
later, I gave him benefit. I say, hey man, I'm sorry, I doubted you. I'm sorry. I thought that you were trash and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. And I hope we can move forward from this. And you know what? He took the apology, accepted it. We broke bread, and then we became homies after that. So
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. And those of you that don't know, Matty Ice is a retired military, which he's talking about promotions in the ranks and stuff like that. And I dealt with that so many times myself, where as a leader you try to promote the right people, right? The ones that's deserving. Then you got to deal with those that completed their time, and they just want, because it did the time, they want to get promoted just to wear it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So most definitely totally understand. And sometimes people got different views, like the way they supposed to work, right? You don't know, it's supposed to be this way. Don't do it that way. But if you never tried it the other way, then you can't make that decision. You can't like judge, right? And that's something that Chad Gable had learned, right? Because now making a mockery of a different culture, which a lot of Americans do all the time. Okay, we're not innocent, but now all of a sudden, Chad Gable's apologizing. The interesting part is that he ended up talking to lastly with Rey Mysterio, right? And again, respecting, Ray spoke about respect. Excuse me, I'm lost of words here. Traditions, identify the arrogance, but he heard all the apologies done before he talked to him. He said, "Dude, you're forgiven. We understood. It was an epic match, but here's the one thing that Chad Gable has to do. And that's even before he disrespected the Mexican tradition of lucha libre. Who did he disrespect? Before.
Oh, the Alpha Academy.
That's right. He got to go and apologize to Otis and to Akira
and Dupree, Maxine Dupree.
Yeah. And that's if Maxine Dupree is willing to, because it seems like her mind is somewhere else. So
Vision.
yeah, she got a good vision, all right. But all right.
He has a very good vision.
Yeah. And I've been to that situation before where I have to go all the way back and be like, dude, it takes a lot for someone to say, dude, I was wrong. You was right. My bad. Right. So absolutely.
We're still trying to teach you on this show. And you don't get it.
On what show? This show? I'm always right.
You see what I'm saying? That's where you're wrong.
I will say this though about that match, mask versus mask. That was probably one of the greatest matches in AAA and WWE history, hands down. The fact that Netflix replayed that match after Raw went off the air lets you know how great of a match that really was. Like I tuned in. I mean, I watched it first when they first fought. I watched it on YouTube, but then I even tuned in on the replay because that crowd was like
amazing.
El Grande Americano. I would have never thought that he would have the fans in the palm of his hands, but they love him in Mexico.
Oh, dude. If you watch and follow him,
yeah.
Not only you still got to respect him because he's speaking the language, right? He's speaking Spanish. But
and then that match was just, man, you that is how a WWE match should be, right? Like
It's a
we're not
WrestleMania moment, right? It's supposed to be a
yeah,
WrestleMania moment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, again, all these apologies and stuff like that. But like I said, the last thing he's gonna probably have to do is apologize to Otis and the whole Alpha Academy if they're still intact, right?
yeah.
But more to it. But speaking about apologies and everything else, right? And who knows if they have a reunion, but the reunion is the Bloodline, right? Roman Reigns ended up defeating Jacob Fatu second time in a row, put him in his place. Now he's part of the Bloodline under his authority, right? But then last Monday Night Raw, Jey Uso thinks he's still in charge, like he's the right hand man, but he can't even control Jacob Fatu.
No.
And Jacob Fatu put him in his place. I'm like, yo, LA Knight's talking smack about the family. Why don't you deal with that? Right?
Because LA Knight's been through it with the Bloodline before. That's why.
But it's simple. Jacob Fatu answers to Roman Reigns. That's it. He doesn't have to answer.
It's even more simple. Jacob Fatu turns on Roman and says, I want a rematch at SummerSlam.
Nah, he don't need to
It's
do
not
that.
going to happen. You just
so.
lost twice. You're not going to do a 3.
I think that might happen later on, but not now.
I doubt it. I don't even
think
it's going to happen at all, to be honest with you.
It's a wrap. You don't see Jacob turning? I see him turning.
No. If anything, it'll be a beef that they got to settle between Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu. I can see that. But there's too many pieces going on right now to even think about them clashing. There's just too many pieces.
Then who would Roman face?
Roman Reigns already said he got a plan, and he was staring at his cousin. Okay. So the MFT should be, they need to be aware that Roman Reigns got something for that ass. I'm just saying right there. All right.
They got receipts.
But you know what? Is Roman Reigns going to fight someone that wins King of the Ring? Or would he step back? No, he doesn't have to, because there's Cody Rhodes, who's also the other champion.
That's true.
So speaking about that, Night of Champions, we'll start with the men's. Oba Femi won his fatal 4-way. Dominic Mysterio wins his fatal 4-way. And last Monday, Javon Evans ended up winning with some assistance. Right?
Surprised. Yeah.
I'm not that somewhat surprised, to be honest with you, because you need someone fresh in there. And if anyone's deserving, Evans is the man. All right. He's already gaining popularity at the age of 21. He's wrestling with the best, and it's good for him to get that recognition. Right. But there's only one more spot for the semifinals, and that's between Jey Uso, LA Knight, Keys, and Finn Balor. The question is, who will win the Fatal 4-Way?
Yeah. I say LA Knight.
I say Jey Uso.
I'm on board with Ovi now. Seeing the way things are finding out here, I think Balor's going to win that one.
Listen, Finn Balor went to SmackDown, right? It's going to cancel out Raw. You already got Evans on Monday Night Raw and the finals versus a SmackDown winner. Okay. And Oba Femi on Raw. Mysterio on Raw. We need a SmackDown person. Finn Balor is the man.
Yeah. Now that the way things are shaping up, you're absolutely right, Ovi. Because we need to talk about this Femi Mysterio match. This does not look like it's going to go the way where everybody thinks it may go. But Evans versus Balor, I think, will be a great high-flying match for the crowd to watch. I think it'll bring a lot of people to the edge of their seat. It does not do anything for me to see him going against LA Knight or Jey Uso in the semifinals. I don't. I really don't. Balor makes much more sense.
That's too predictable, though. I mean,
but listen, you say it's too predictable, but would you expect Obafemi to lose to Dominic Mysterio?
No, we already know
Yes.
he's gonna crush.
But
Yeah.
he's gonna lose.
Yes. Because Liv
I
Morgan
know.
already said that she has a plan for this match. Why not wake up the beast and him come out and do a F5 on Obafemi, allowing Mysterio to take the win?
Because, Maddie, you're saying that if Femi's going to win this match, he's winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I already said he's gonna win King of the Ring.
Then that means he's not facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Which he is.
You cannot face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam while winning the King of the Ring, because that is slotted for the winner.
Let's say the same for Liv Morgan. Why is she in the Queen of the Ring?
Oh, but that's something different.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
but
don't get ahead.
Femi does not make sense.
I'm gonna teach you like I tell my kids over there. Stay in your lane there, hero. Stay on topic. Let's go. Stay on task.
Mysterio, right. I'm not gonna say Mysterio's not gonna get a whooping, but he's walking away victorious in this match. I hate to say it. He's going to the finals. Dominic is going. Dirty Dom's going to the finals.
When's he gonna defend that AAA title?
Oh,
let's not get ahead of ourselves with the AAA title. That's something different.
Because we can say that about every other title.
Stay in your lane.
Let's stick with this tournament right here. Listen, I already said it. Finn Balor is going to win the Fatal 4-Way, which gives him a great entry to defeat Evans. We have a rematch between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. The question is whether or not Finn Balor is going to come out as a demon or himself. I mean, he already calls himself the Prince. So why not have it them two with Finn Balor winning? Which also leads, right? Because, all right, like I said, I already picked Finn Balor from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Manny Ice, you still think that Obafemi is going to win this? And that's fine. Frank, who you had originally?
With you guys' logic, it makes sense.
Jey Uso. Okay. And Hector?
I'm on the Balor train right now. Balor's winning this.
I got it. He's doing like I do, except
no.
agreeing with himself. He agrees with Ovi.
It makes perfect sense why I'm going for Balor, not just because Ovi's picking him, but
I'm you were with that though.
No, because the way things were the way things were going, now that it makes more sense now. Putting Balor against Evans. Evans is not going to the finals because you're going to need somebody to win this King of the Ring. Dom is not winning the King of the Ring and they're going to get squashed by Roman Reigns. That makes no sense. Femi's already got a date with Brock for SummerSlam. That cancels him out. Evans is an up and rising star. He's getting closer and closer to what people want him to be, but he's not there yet. That leaves Finn Balor. See, Frank, I can explain myself when I agree.
Why not Jey Uso?
No, because
Jey Uso's a back burner, bro.
Because of what his shirt.
Want all the belts.
He's not even in front of Jacob Fatu and the Bloodline. That's the sad part. He demoted himself.
Read his shirt. 4 letters. 1 word. It's Fatu. Fatu. That's his problem. Okay? That's his problem. So what did the King of the Ring don't make no sense?
Fatu be dissing him too, yo.
Logic. But if Finn Balor does win, who's he gonna fight? Roman Reigns?
Cody Rhodes, man. He's on SmackDown.
Going for Cody.
Cody Rhodes don't have no opponent whatsoever, dude.
Exactly.
They're just a bunch of wannabes. Sami Zayn crying. Sami Zayn's just crying over there on SmackDown.
Bunch of conspiracy theories over there.
Of course.
That's why they're going back.
But I'll tell you what, and the reason why that we can predict that Brock Lesnar, one, he's from Minnesota, and SummerSlam is in Minnesota, and the fact that Obafemi's already promoting and already talking about Brock Lesnar 1-1. So there's going to be a part 3, and why not do it on the grandest stage, the second grandest stage of them all, and that is SummerSlam. But speaking about SummerSlam and other events, another match will happen in SummerSlam, and it comes to the winner on the Queen of the Ring tournament. We have Liv Morgan, Io Sky, and Rodriguez. We need one more. We got Ruka, Valkyria, Charlotte Flair, and Jade Cargill. Who will win the Fatal 4-Way this SmackDown?
Valkyria. I think she's deserving of it. I think she's
okay. I disagree with you, but all right. Go ahead, Hector.
You know, this is gonna sound crazy, Ovi, but I'm changing it. I had Ruka. I had Ruka. But now looking at what Frank is saying, to match up against Liv Morgan, it has to be Valkyria.
No.
It's not gonna be Flair. It's not gonna be
I
It's
disagree.
not gonna be
I'm disagreeing with you.
All right, that's fine. But Flair and
Flair
Cargill against Morgan.
All right, you're right.
Against Morgan, that's not making any sense to me.
Yes.
Because we know Morgan's going to fiddle her way into the finals. And what better way to do it against Valkyria? Ruka got her title. Yeah, we know Morgan got a title. But we're talking about, Ruka's not going to take a fall to Morgan in this tournament. I just don't see that. I just don't see it. And so I got to side with Frank on this one. That's why I'm changing my pick because of what is all played out here.
Valkyria ended up losing to Ruka.
Yes, she did. You're absolutely right.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, you're absolutely right. But who's to say that Valkyria might not get the pin on Ruka to win this? She's not pinning Flair or Cargill. I mean, Ruka.
Do you think Ruka's gonna fall flat? I don't think you can't. No champion's gonna fall on their back and let somebody else win.
So please enlighten us. Who matches up better than Valkyria against Morgan here? That Morgan's gonna beat. Because we know Flair and Cargill.
The way Liv Morgan won her match, she ended up pinning Green, right? So I don't think a star is gonna. I don't think a star is gonna go fall on their backs. I don't think so.
Somebody's
gonna fall on their back.
Then please enlighten us. Who's gonna take the win and fall on their back when they face Morgan?
I got a feeling Charlotte Flair, man. I really do.
I was gonna say Flair.
I think Flair is the best choice.
I mean,
I'm not saying she's winning it all, but when it comes to Liv Morgan, there's nothing. It's hard. I understand where you're coming from, believe me. And I would have probably said a long time ago Valkyria, right? But she's been on a losing path.
You're right. I mean, unless you're trying to stick a SmackDown superstar in here because you got nothing but Raw going on over here again.
Well, Io Sky's on. You're right. Yeah.
So I can see your point.
3 Raws. So Charlotte Flair.
You got a point, Ovi. I can give you that Flair could slide in there. But Cargill is not going to allow her to win. And if that happens, Morgan's going to have the assist of Cargill.
No. Watch this now. The match is on SmackDown.
You're right.
So who's going to have the advantage? Cargill with her wannabe crew, or is Rhea Ripley going to support Charlotte Flair?
Rhea's going to support Charlotte.
Yeah, she'll support her, but that doesn't mean she's going to win.
I got Charlotte Flair.
Never say never. I got Flair too.
Which makes it, and again, remind you that the semifinals will start on Raw. So I gotta, yeah. It's just the way the scenario's happening that some way I'm actually changing. I feel like changing the winner. That I picked Io Sky to win it all, but Rodriguez is the wild card on this.
Mm-hmm.
I
think your finals will be Morgan and Rodriguez.
No.
Judgment Day?
No.
I do believe that. I do believe that.
Nobody wants to see.
We're gonna have a Raw Queen and a King SmackDown.
Raw, yeah. I say Io Sky is gonna win this whole thing.
I want Io Sky to win. Don't get me wrong. But
because who's to say that Morgan doesn't interfere in Rodriguez's match, causing her to lose?
And it depends on who wins, right? Which match goes first?
I would think Rodriguez and Sky will go first.
Yeah, yes, because Io Sky was one of the first ones to win. Rodriguez won. Liv Morgan's the last one to win out of the 3, right? So yeah, I do believe that. And then the Fatal 4-Way that we have on SmackDown. You're right. Maybe Liv Morgan will match up on the following week on SmackDown, right? So, but something else, Roxanne Perez is going to be the factor for either Morgan or Rodriguez. And you see how Roxanne Perez was talking about, oh, what about you and Raquel to go at it in the finals? There's something's telling me that Roxanne Perez could betray Liv Morgan.
So that's what I like. I would like to see Sky versus Morgan. Sky beating her for the crown, and then challenge her for that title.
If Rodriguez was to lose this match, let's just suppose, it's got to be because of Liv Morgan will do something that she's always known for, is interfering Rodriguez from winning something. She's done it twice already, 3 times, and you're out. And I got a feeling that Rodriguez could return and do the favor for Morgan at Night of Champions.
I can see that happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that. Because it's brewing, man. And
it's been
Roxanne
brewing.
Perez.
Morgan could be the one ousted out of the Judgment Day.
The fans want Perez to be a face so bad. We can all see it.
Yeah.
Because the pop she gets, even just being with the Judgment Day, you can just tell that the fans want her to just turn on Liv Morgan.
They're not going to give it to us that soon, though.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But it's brewing. I'm saying it's brewing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely agree. I could see Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan going at it, or Io Sky and Liv Morgan, rather. My bad.
It's a great matchup, right? Again, I'll go back. I think I did say last week or before it started that Io Sky could win this whole thing along with Finn Balor, but something's twisted to where the storyline's all about Judgment Day in this tournament.
It is. Believe it or not, it is. Yeah.
No. I'm liking it.
I don't know. I just think Sky wins by beating Morgan and then go after her again. And then now we see Judgment Day imploding all over the place.
But what if Stephanie Vakir returns and wants a rematch? She's entitled to a rematch, so
it's not going to happen. She'll probably show up after SummerSlam, but there's no room for her to be even involved in any storyline until everything's over.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, and personally, she's finished up with her legal actions that she was doing. It's just a matter of time of how you fit her back in, right? So, I think after SummerSlam is beneficial, unless she makes her presence after the match in SummerSlam and confronts whoever is the champion.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But what a coincidentally that, watch this. Let's change the scenario. What if Rodriguez wins the whole championship? I mean, wins the queen. She's still going to go after Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
You think?
That'll be a rematch.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does she have to go
but
after
who's the face at that point? Is Raquel Rodriguez the face, or is Liv Morgan the face?
No,
I'll tell you what, my brother, who's probably listening in from New Jersey, cannot stand Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh, I can't stand her neither.
He says she can't wrestle. Everything is scripted. She'd be messing it up.
That's what I say about Cargill.
That's what I say about Nia Jax.
I'd say everybody from the Cargill. You see how they messed up the foot to the rope?
Yeah.
Frank was trying to reach and she.
Oh
my God, dude! It just
been able to hit her.
I've been seeing a lot of sloppiness lately in the main roster, dude. I'm sorry. Rusev messed up with Chad Gable.
Yeah.
He was trying to punch and then he hesitated, then he did it. I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
See, Frank told me that he don't like Raquel because she don't got no puppies.
Oh,
I mean, she don't neither.
True.
Really. All that woman and no puppies.
No.
Don't get it.
Yeah, she's an oddly shaped woman.
Which puppies are your favorite, Frank, in the Queen tournament? Let's put it out. Let me put it back up right now. Go ahead. Let's make your decision.
Wow. Let's see.
My favorite. Legend.
Dude, you know what? I like Ruka. Legend, they're huge.
Flair. I'd go Flair.
No.
Puppies?
No.
Over the 4 that we have, or are you talking about the whole tourney?
Roxanne Perez is the hottest one, man.
Oh, she is.
She got the butt.
She got more than Raquel.
She got the thighs. Yeah, I'm saying.
Well, I don't know if you gonna talk glutes. I think Bailey got that.
What about James?
Bailey do got some glutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all you're saying is yeah.
Yeah. Ding dong.
Nah. It's Frank. Oh damn.
Frank is speechless.
I remember that episode when I had a special guest on my show and Frank was silent. That was Tito Santana's daughter.
Nah.
Man.
I was quiet.
Nah, I'm gonna replay that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh man. Listen, it's all brewing to what's gonna be interesting semifinals and both the King and Queen night of King and Queen of the Ring tournament that's gonna lead up to the Night of Champions. But there's some other developing stories that matches that can happen in Night of Champions, right? Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, will they have a match that night?
Again?
Or are they going to be strictly just champions going at it to where, I don't know, who's Cody Rhodes going to go against? Who's Roman Reigns? Will Roman Reigns wrestle at Night of Champions? We don't know. Will the U.S. title be defended? Both sides, men or women? Or will the Intercontinental Championships be defended? So there's so much that we need to learn about this, but a lot of things are brewing for SummerSlam.
It's only going to be a 4 or 5 match card. We know that.
But don't they normally, Night of Champions, don't they normally do all the titles anyways?
They're supposed to.
No.
They didn't do it last year.
No, because then they always use SmackDown as part of it, right? So
that's stupid.
Not all titles will be defended.
But that's what the show is about. That's what I don't get, because Night of Champions is supposed to be about champions.
Well, before Night of Champions was champion versus champion.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Right?
They turned that into Crown Jewel. So, like, Crown Jewel is that now.
So last year, it started with the King of the Ring tournament when Cody Rhodes beat Randy Orton.
Yes.
Then there was a street fight match, but that was not a championship match. That was Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes.
You had a singles match between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross.
It was John Cena and
Solo Sikoa defeated
CM
Jacob
Punk
Fatu for the United States Championship.
Yeah,
the Queen of the
event.
Right, the Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill beat Asuka, and then the Undisputed Championship, John Cena defeated CM Punk. That was the main event.
That's when R-Truth came back, I think. Or no, was that the next month?
So anyhow,
so
it's interesting. Not all titles will be defended, right? And there were a total of 6 matches on that card. So I expect another 6 match cards. So we'll see. At least I'm gonna say at least 2 titles will be defended. The question is, which one will there be? But that will be until next week as we go closer to the Night of Champions here on the HHW Show podcast. Hector, Frank, and Matty Ice, thank you for joining with me here on a special Thursday night. Yeah. We finally given our predictions, and let's see if we're right after a Friday Night SmackDown of next week. Take care, everyone.
I'm right.
I love some wrestling, baby. Yeah.